Testing, 1, 2, 3, testing. Okay. Uh, get some things going. Then we can do this. Okay, let's begin. Alrighty. It's another smoke show Sunday. We're gonna do a little reflection tonight, but want you guys to direct your attention to the screen when I call for it. So anyway, yeah. So let me get some shout outs real quick before we get started. And yeah, got 33 more minutes till Easter Sunday is over. So for those of you who celebrate Easter Sunday, happy Easter. For those of you who don't, never mind that. But anywho, anyhow, welcome to Smoke Show Sundays. I am Kev, and this is Black Men Being Brutally Honest. And I don't know, just this one's gonna be different. This one's gonna be um a unique one for me. Um, I don't want anyone to worry. There's not gonna be any huge surprises. I just want everyone to understand that when you say brutal honesty or you're being brutally honest, uh, you have to Be brutally honest with yourself. If that isn't the case, then what am I saying all of this for? What am I saying any of this for? So I'm gonna do a little something a little different. You know, just to say this before I start giving the shout outs. I'm not gonna talk to you as Kev. We'll talk to you as Kevin tonight. Kevin, my government name. My name is Kevin. That's my real first name. That's not something that I'm trying to capitalize off of because of another famous Kevin on YouTube. That is something that my mother came up with in the year of 1976. So you can do the math on that. So I got this Kevin thing on lock. So we're going to speak as Kevin tonight because Kevin has come to some realizations, some reality, some come to circumstance, I would say. And just my mind's been in some very weird places, I would say, in the past few months. I don't know, I would even say maybe the past couple years. And I wish I could really share with you this and be transparent with you about it. And, it has affected all aspects of my thinking. So, what it does is it kind of puts sort of a limit on the things that I can share with you because I want to keep it absolutely 100. But I do understand. I do understand that. In order for you to be the type of content creator to resonate with your audience, that's exactly what you got to do. You got to be an actual person. Tell the haters to acknowledge me. Yeah, hybrid. I forgot to shout out the chat. Let me see. We have new member Andre 416. Although he's not a new member, he rejoined. But thank you, Andre, for rejoining. RPM was good. We got X. We got one letter, and they have a wrench, and that means I gave it to them. So, peace to you. Then we got D Rock. Then was good. Got Smoke Show Sundays. We'll see. Probably Smoke Less Show Sunday, as usual. Nobody gives me smoke. Not for real. I mean, unless it's from their channel, and I'll show y'all an example tonight. And I did tag a content creator. It's a smaller content creator. I'm not one of these content creators that try to pretend like, I'm big dogging it. I'm the big shot. I'm too big to mention you, but I tagged Moulay, Amaru, Kukala. So anytime he shows up, he can I'll drop the link. And I told him that I would watch his broadcast, which was kind of a reaction critique to one of my smoke shows. But I'm just gonna tell y'all the truth. I didn't watch it. I didn't really put any time into it. I heard a little bit of it. So I'm gonna show y'all the screenshot in just a second. But yeah. So we got who else we got in the chat tonight? We got Aya Evans. Long live the habitual line steppers. Yeah. You beyond resonant. Okay. All right. Thank you, Raven Knight. Roger Report Live. Thank you for the super chat. Giving you one of these right here. That is all good. That was going to be the final one for the month of March, unless someone else wants to be the final one for the month of March, you got 27 minutes left to do so. So hit it, Cash App, Super Chat's open, Cash App's open 24/7, like Roger says on his channel, but that's true of everyone's Cash App. So definitely check out the Roger Report Live, the best show on social media, Monday through Friday mornings on YouTube. And I think he's on other social media platforms as well. So thank you, Roger, once again. Said we need your grounded common sense, you old Bama man. I mean, yeah, man. I'm not finna say I'm leaving the Black Manosphere. No, this is not that. This is not that broadcast. Okay. Oh, I'm leaving. Oh man, I can't do it no more. But I don't know, man. Sometimes my sense of belonging does come into question, I would say. Yeah. I just a type to sometimes second guess myself and, just try to, well, I call myself, doing things without mercy, but that's not who I really am. At the end of the day, I'm a gentle soul. I'm a person who is a father. It's like my favorite thing in the world. So I have to be somewhat of a gentle soul, and I can't be going around busting heads, under that kind of environment. So, yeah, like I said, I'm talking to you as Kevin tonight. Kev is kind of taking a back seat. I know this is a smoke show, and I know smoke shows are supposed to get ridiculous, but I not probably myself, someone else maybe, someone else can get up here and clown someone else or whatever, and if that's the situation you want to be in, but outside of that, I want you guys to understand is that I should have done a little better. I should have been able to deliver more to you to make my algorithm a little bit hotter, and it doesn't seem at this point doesn't seem to be working that well. I'm not saying that the people who are here and who will watch the replay don't mean anything, because that's definitely not true. But to say that, am I dissatisfied with the progress that I've made in 6 years of being on YouTube? I have to keep it a buck. Yeah, I am. And there have been people, plenty of content creators who have come in after me that have completely blown it out of the water. And is there really a potential for me to do it? And is there a potential for me to do it at my age? This YouTube thing is, it's gradually getting away from, my age group, I would say. And for the time I've been here, it should have been here to do enough. I have people that will say in the comments, hey, you know what, Kev, I can't catch you live because, you go on too late. Many people say I go on too late. My message to those people is to, okay, we're brutally honest here. If you really want to tune in, you would take a fucking nap. If well, everybody, well, I got a job, man. I ain't got to do that. I mean, okay, whatever. Just gonna be just lay it down on you like that. So anyway, ready to admit some things. I really am. So we got 13 in the building. So please press like on the way in or press dislike. I know how some of this stuff goes. Yeah. So while we wait for other people to get here, do we have any questions? Yeah. My anticipation, besides me tagging a content creator, so we can do this in real time, is that this will be another smokeless show. some of you may be listening to me talking right now saying, "Oh, Kim, don't count yourself out yet." Based on this show's past history, most of them are smokeless. Yeah, I mean, it's just something that it's something I'm not proud of, and the numbers are displayed in front of everyone. All you got to do is go to the channel itself. That's all you got to do. So, yeah, it's like I haven't done enough. I guess I haven't done enough to piss people off. Introduce enough passion. I talk around things, as they say. I don't get, straight to the point or whatever that shit means. All right. Maybe I have some smoke for some people tonight. You know what I'm saying? And maybe not the usual suspects. Maybe it's a couple people you don't expect tonight. Maybe I have smoke this time. What is that? That'll be different. Kev has smoke for people before he admits periodically throughout this live stream some things. So let's look at a couple things first. Okay, membership badges. Just going to take time to remind you guys that if you become a member, these are the membership badges as they exist right now. There is the 0+ months, which is an AI thumbs up, which says thanks. That's basically thanking you for signing up to be a member of this channel. Then if you stick around for 2+ months, you get the emoji with the thumbs up and the sunglasses. That's some cool shit that you'll stick around longer than 2 months, especially to me. So that's why I put that particular one up there. And also the K with the knife going through it, that is 6+ months. I don't have any other membership badges yet because those haven't come through fruition. So when there are some that, there are several people who will make it to a year, then they'll get it. Then I'll make the year badge. But definitely the members of this channel, thank you for your month-to-month support. Especially our newest existing member, Andre 416. Thank you once again for joining us. But let me go through the memberships. These are the members as follows. We got Greg, we got Aaron P, Phil Brad, Prof Days, Indigo Flow, The Builder's Table, D-Rock Den, American Negro, Mr. Me Too, Barry Little, Detroit 313, Lackenzie Mayweather, D. Scott, Black Light Revelations 2, Akron Zippy, Yumcha 11, Black Pearl, and Andre 416. So thank you very much for month to month. When I start to second guess myself, you guys are the names that I refer to, and I do appreciate you guys so much. And if you are not a member yet, if you decide that you can come up with an extra $2.99 per month, you can become a member as well if you're willing to commit, from a month to month fee to support the channel. So really appreciate the memberships going here, and we want to continue to grow at this channel of BMBBH. And look, think about it. You get a thumbs up once you do it. And you get to work your way up to tiers. So anyway, thank you very much. All righty. So I'm not like other content creators. I can't spend my entire time, except for the reaction Wednesdays when I react to someone's content, like just spend an entire broadcast focused on their existence. So I get it. I get it when, when someone who has a personality makes someone else mad that also has somewhat of a personality, then there's things that we have to answer for. So yeah, one thing that I do keep answering for is this right here. Yeah. Yeah. Just I don't let me tell you something about this troop of guys right here. Not that they take residency in my mind or anything. And, I am showing the picture again, showing a comparison. But yeah, is when I have, associates, social media associates, I'll just go ahead and say that. Come tell me that these people are right. Here's the kind of social media associate that I am. If I'm loyal, if I think it's like kind of a friendship or anything, I don't give a fuck what your enemy says. That is factual. When people say Kev to a fault, I'm about to tell you guys something. This is, policy that I have to implement. And like I said, for those of you watching, people who you want to stick around and continue to frequent this channel, you can. If you don't, you don't. There are a couple people that have already made that choice. And I'm not very happy about it. I won't be very happy about it for a long time, but I do have to learn to adjust to it. It's not something that it's not something like I said, the people watching right now aren't chopped liver. They're not. But, and I do not expect haters to be over here. I don't. The dumbasses that can't keep us off their brain, I don't expect that either. But, when it's somebody that there's somebody that I respect and somebody whose presence that I really, I can't say too much, but I want them to keep certain things in mind. When I show them stuff like this, look at the comment at the bottom. Don't focus on, me comparing him to a weak ass dude. So yeah, which one? That's what y'all saying. I'm just saying, it's like I'm not gonna compliment anyone's enemy. If they say anything about you that is negative and I care about you, I don't give a damn about who that person is if they are your enemy. So don't be complimenting mine. Don't be telling them don't tell me anything these motherfuckers say is right. I don't care. I don't care about the anti-black manosphere. As far as I'm concerned, none of them niggas are right. Fuck them. Period. It's not a debate with me. I mean, that's how passionately I felt about this space, but is my passion misdirected? I wonder. I've been observing some things lately. I wonder, is my passion misdirected? I'm a grown man that I've decided to do certain things with my time that I volunteered for, and there's no expectation from anyone. None. There's no expectation. I don't expect people to remember anything. I'm not one of these guys that sit back and say, hey, you know what, Kev? Let me take this down. Because, I don't want this. Yeah, the fact that I'm already showing it is showing this guy shine. But I mean, I don't when I say like I don't expect anything from anyone and how that, that no one is entitled to anything. I treat the people that I'm around like that. And it never fails in any group of people. I'm not entitled to anything. You're free to be here. You're free to go. You're free to do whatever. But I've always been the kind of person that always gave the rope. And with some people, you don't do that. And I'm not saying that for any particular person. I'm not saying that for any particular anybody. It's like, this is not a slight. This is not a sneak diss. This is not cryptic talk. This is for anybody because I understand that you guys have had people like this in your life. You've had guys have people like this in your life, but you know. So anyway, let me check this chat. See if old boy showed up yet. Drop this link. D-Rock then gifted one black man being brutally honest membership. Who did you gift that membership to? Who do you gift that membership to? Let me see. You gifted that membership to Raven Knight. Oh, okay. All right, cool. Raven Knight's cool. Like, you know, I've had people gift memberships in the past, so thank you very much for the it's a very kind gesture. I'll say that. We got Gabe A in the building. What's good, man? What's good, Gabe? Two things. How do you get fired on your day off? Two, why in the world would you hug and embrace a person that killed your brother? Yeah. Prof Days, what's good, man? He said, fuck love. I value loyalty over all else. People can love you and still stab you in the back. I ain't talking about no damn love. Don't say that. We got to be careful with that shit. You know, we don't want to give anybody any ideas, if you know what I mean. You know, that's trust, the 5-letter word is hard enough. Love, man, introduce that word, man. You got all kinds of fucked up shit going on. People get crazy for shit like that. You got to be careful with it. It's a combustible element. Something you want to be careful with. But thing is, though, okay. So let me put it to you like this, because I do understand that there is a slight issue with the way I do content, and for and as for the original name of this stream, and for content creators that they say a lot of shit and then they tuck their tail between their legs and they run. For guys like Clarence Jr. and AM1, I do tune in to Uncut Underground. I don't always comment. So anything you got to say, I do a smoke show every Sunday. I'm not going to call you all kinds of bitches and hoes, but if y'all got anything to say about me being married, anything like a married man eating cantaloupe, or a married man put on socks every fucking day, or, brushing his teeth, taking a shower, or, pats his daughter on the head and say, good job, honey, or something like that. So if I'm married, anything y'all want to discuss it, hey, you can always hit the link when I drop it. I do this shit every Sunday. Y'all ain't got to do all this bullshit and, hiding in a content creator's chat that has a bigger audience. You ain't got to do all that shit, bro. We're all grown men here. So fuck all that. You can say what you want. He said my name. Oh, I must have struck a chord with this man. Ooh, but shit be coming out you niggas' mouths. In the beginning, any fucking way. Oh God. Super Nifty Susie, what's good? Thank you for the super chat. She said, any tips for men dealing with false grape allegations at work? Don't shit where you eat. That's what I'm saying. But let me go ahead and give you let me see here, a wacky D, because I know exactly who you are right now. So, just kick the demons away. Yeah. Thank you for the super chat and some for you. Thank you for your support. I will never complain about support. Y'all can give that shit as much as y'all want. Shoot. When say haters want to talk and not have anyone respond. They can, it is very well their freedom to do so. It's very well their freedom to do so. They can talk as much as they want. They can hide in the chats of other content creators. They can make little 2-3 minute videos. They can, they can cry about it in an incoherent way for 7 hours. See, that's not sneaky shit. That's actually shit that those two content creators do. That man said chat pansies. Oh my God. Just saying, man. So, I mean, that's what smoke is all about. That's what smoke is all about. Why is he complaining about Keisha? That's the perception. I'm like, point it out. Point it out. Point out all about Keisha broadcasts. Do a reaction on them. Do a reaction on the broadcast where all I did was focus on Keisha. Keisha. Hey, let's make a deal. Make sure the bitch is named Keisha for real. I want some Keisha. Niggas. Yeah, but you gotta love freedom of speech. I'm that guy. So anyway, how's everybody doing? Is everybody finished, ready to, finish talking about Diddy yet? Because I just really wasn't feeling it last night. I mean, you just, like, what the fuck more can I say about, fucking P. Diddy? But then again, due to this ready to admit some things, self-reflection, there was a couple things that I realized last night when I cut out the air, and just not something that many content creators would do, because when you come to certain content creators, there's this delusion of grandeur, and I don't want to ever give anybody the idea that I believe that I'm some type of boss or king or anything like that. I am a black man. I am content with that. I'm not like somebody in New York, word godson, yo B word. No. I'm an average everyday Joe. This is Kevin talking to you. Yeah, man. I mean, shoot. Like if Moulay shows up, like I said, I tagged Moulay. If he shows up, then I'll drop the link for him. Because what I'm saying is, it's like I didn't watch his reaction. I ain't had time for it. I ain't want to watch what he said. I ain't want to watch the chat. To see some interesting, familiar people in the chat. I ain't want to do that. It was just something that I couldn't make time for. So if, like I said, I tagged him. If he wants to come here, he can say what he can say in real time. He can talk to me in real time, and then I'll have a chance to respond to whatever he said. But I did hear a couple things. I did hear that I was offended by the whole black men being brutally sunned. You can't say nothing back. Everything you say, you're offended. He's offended. Everybody's offended. So cool. So yeah. Let's go ahead and say, for the sake of observation, that I was offended. It could be perceived as such. I was offended. Shit. I mean, I don't want to be considered the type of guy that has been sunned on YouTube, been sunned on this channel, has been sunned in the Black Manosphere as much as I supported the Black Manosphere, as much as I said the words Black Manosphere. Accusing, people who've been here longer of not having as much passion for it as I have. And then I never really stopped to think, who was I actually? Seriously, it ain't but a few names that I would think of. I'm not trying to demoralize any effort to recognize smaller content creators. In fact, I'm gonna recognize a content creator right now. Yeah, that was him. That's the one I tagged. Yeah, I'm gonna put the screenshot up because I want to be offended again. Why is everybody's response to saying anything back to anyone is always gonna be like a baby or some gay shit. You just and then this is a smooth AI, so I'm like, the thumbnail is that's supposed to be me. That's supposed to be me right there because I said something to Ty City and Super Sly. And we often complain about how I be saving BGS from other content creators. Everybody gets all mad about that. But you want to save Ty City and Super Sly, two very capable content creators? Shoot, what exactly are you trying to do, young man? Do you need help with getting some subs over there? So look at the name of that content creator right there. And whoever watching, go ahead and type that name in and go give him a sub. I applaud this young man's effort. Offended. Hey, but he did say something very significant. He did say he wasn't necessarily talking about Kev, but the guys that be over there on that side. I guess some of the guys who have hit the panel here and got their shit off. He's talking about you guys. Start saying black men being brutally crying. Black men brutally crying. He said that one too. I'm like, oh, that's cool. I've heard most, if not all, twist on this name. I've had it since 2017. Is people don't understand why black men would make any type of assertion like this. That's why I named it this. That's why I named this YouTube channel this. That's why I will say I struggle with, finding a niche or an algorithm, because the idea of brutal honesty, and when it comes from black men, especially if it's a heterosexual source, is very off-putting to people. Like, I used to love to tell like people in my real life what I had done on Facebook. I said I did this Facebook group, and as soon as they say the name, it's just no. As soon as I read the name or whatever, they just, I don't know, they have this reaction. Either they agree, they either say, "Oh, okay, cool, all right," or they just have this reaction. And most people that would have like an adverse kind of negative reaction were black. So then 6-7 years ago, if I could come to realizations then, I can come to some realizations now. As I come to, expect certain things, come to, when I want to do better. That's what it is. I want to do better. I want to be better for you guys. I want to be better for this platform. And I don't know. It's just, I guess it's just a desire of mine. It doesn't have to happen. I won't die if it doesn't happen. We all certainly will die. We all will. But, if I am a failure on YouTube, like I'm starting to feel like a failure on this smoke show thing, then that'll be what it is. Just try something else. As long as I'm living and breathing, there's always opportunity to do that. Hell, I'm thinking about going for an IT certification. I wonder which I should go for first, the A plus or the Security plus or the Linux plus. I'm actually working on the Linux plus, but I wonder, would that be a waste of time, or could that get over with some employee looking for somebody to, perhaps an upstart that is almost 50 years old, which is fucked up. See, I think about that shit. I do. I think about that shit all the time. Damn, Kev, why are you so fucking late? So, since it's officially 12 o'clock, I am in life audit season. Because I have to ask myself questions like that. Because I have to second guess myself. Because I'm surrounded by guys that are better than me. Oh, you never hear content creators say that. You hear most content creators blaming other people other people's content. Like, I'll give a really good big example, KS. Blaming him for, destroying the purpose of the space that was referred to as the Black Manosphere. Then you got content creators saying that the Black Manosphere is dead and all this other bullshit. Instead of, taking up the reins themselves, which was always an option for anyone. But, no one understands that. And then like when you're a guy who has half of everyone's abilities, how much can you really send that message? What I mean by half of everyone's abilities is like everything I discuss is like there's someone else that's better at it in this. Why come to me when I discuss it? Discuss black man advocacy when you can go to Dr. Tia Johnson, or Mr. Z. Why discuss Black American solutions when you can go with me, when you can go to the Roger Report Live? Why discuss anything political? That's not really my strong suit. Politics and, the way things, have come to fruition. When you got BGS Sipmore, when you got, a relationship and social media stuff, why come to me, Kev, when you can go to, you go to Edward Anderson, somebody like that, or even a Keep It 100, just to throw caution to the wind of, what today's landscape of dating is for the single man. I mean, what can I do? If you want to discuss marriage and such, I think Dr. Thunder is a lot better for, discussing marriage and, stuff like that than I am, even though I'm a married man. Quite frankly, my views on, such are kind of, like I said, life audit. I truly would not, I would say at this point, be the right man to discuss marriage with you guys. And that is as real as it gets. Don't try to read into that too much, please. Some of you motherfuckers out there are nosy as shit. But I'm half of everybody else. That's just what it is. It's like, what do you come to me for? I'm a regular ass black man. I get it. Thank you for all of that, but maybe it's time for me to admit, like, guys like this is right. Guys like, the screenshot is right. Maybe it's time for me to admit that. Maybe it's time to admit that guys like this are right. Maybe Complex Design is onto something when he says stuff like this. And it didn't get to me. No, none of this garbage that these guys say will ever make me break or leave YouTube or anything. Let me tell you something. One of you guys have a much better chance at it. So, a subscriber. Someone who means somebody to me. Something to me. Some meaning or somebody like that. You have a much better chance of breaking me than any of the haters do. I always have given everybody an opportunity to say what they're going to say. But hey, you know what? Like I said, life audit. This smoke show is failing. It's not a failure. It hasn't failed yet. But it is what it is. Did you see that shameful ass show last night? What shameful ass show are you talking about? What shameful ass show? I mean, I wasn't paying attention. I was too busy brooding on my own shameful ass show. I think I feel a little better tonight, though. Seriously, I got some questions. I got some questions for people. Detroit 313. So gunning straight to you. Yeah, man. I mean, I'm not gonna say that I'm completely innocent in anything. That's not the that's not the image I want to carry. So yeah, I've said some things. Some things were said. So when I realize how crazy this society is, I often shake my head, but being in this platform restores faith because there's many intelligent and great brothers and some sisters here. Yeah. When they're here. Yeah, when they're here. But but I have to be the one to I have to be the attraction. I have to be the centerpiece. It has to be Kevin. It has to be me. It can't be anyone else. If I don't open up this if I don't open up the panel, will people be interested enough to stay? That's one of my bigger challenges right now. You're right. I've been in a lot of spaces with big content creators on their platforms and channels, and they're not genuine right in the black manosphere. Coffee Dino. All right. So Laura Love Smith, what shameful show? No, and I mean like I didn't see it, but the smoke show isn't a failure. It's just that dude's too pussy to show up. I mean, some people just got other things on their plate. I've always said that. I always been nice and diplomatic. That's a problem. Always being nice and diplomatic. Like I said, when you're like that, you give people an opening to say "fuck you" without any guilt, without any thought. Because I trust too much. I trust people. I trust that everyone's always gonna be there. They're always gonna stick around, and everything is always gonna be fun, and everything will always be a pate. I was wrong. I was wrong. Oh, there you go. There you go. There you go. The Maru Kukala. Yeah, cool. I wanted you to show up. I mean, I don't know if he's here to give smoke. I wouldn't say he's exactly a hater. But this link is for Moulay Amaru Kukala, that guy. Mm. All right. Okay. He's readying himself. So, okay. What up, D Rock Dan? There you go. What's good?
Yo,
What up?
shit, doing some work. Was
Doing
good.
some
I
work?
believe I was summoned.
Bro, you was summoned? Yeah.
All right.
I know I left the comment, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna take up too much of your time since you're working right now, and that's
Nah,
very
you good,
important.
man.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm just gonna let you say some of the things you said in real time. I mean, I get it. I mean, I'm not the ultimate people pleaser or whatever like that, but of course, I give people a chance to speak over here. Contrary to what some may believe, I'm not an echo chamber. It's just that, some people over here that come over here and frequent these panels are polarizing people. So, and I'm just cool with people who are cool with me. So go ahead. I'll give you the floor. I won't say anything.
Uh, don't really have too much to say on it that I haven't said already. People can check out my video. Uh, I did, I did go a little bit overboard, and using flagrant language. If you can still hear me right now, because I'm on the move.
Loud and clear.
Okay. I did go a little bit too far in my personal opinion, but if circumstances transpire that are negative, I might keep that opinion or that language. So we see what happens. But my main issue is I find you, brother, to be very duplicitous sometimes. And I was mainly speaking to that. I have no personal issue with you, but I do have an ideological issue with you in that respect. Is it enough for me to go wage a war campaign? No. Like right now, I'm going back and forth with Big J. I don't see what we got going on as equivalent to that because, he's adding me directly and doing all this other type of shit. So,
Number
yeah.
one, my intent is not to cause you any stress for anything that you
No,
have
you
said.
good. It's all good. I'm not taking this too seriously. That's why on further reflection, I might have went too hard and got worked up because it's not even just you that I was speaking to. It's more so you as a representation of what I don't like about these spaces and what I don't like about the Black community. And so if I misaligned my critique or venting, I have to withdraw that and apologize.
No,
But
don't apologize.
I'm holding
Don't.
the energy though, because I do believe there's a problem.
Okay, so
Yeah.
deceitful. Like, what am I being deceitful about?
I'll give you an example. You went up on Ty City's joint, and I'm not trying to bring him in here, but you said something key, and you said that you like to throw sneak disses and shots. That is by definition deceitful. Now, to each his own, but I personally don't care for that. I'd
Okay.
rather people be direct if they don't like someone and things of this nature.
No, number one, I don't have any problem with Ty City. I
That's
don't.
fine.
Maybe some of his philosophical views I have somewhat sort of a issue with, and that's something for me and him to discuss at any time.
Of
But
course.
so there's not a I don't like him or some. I just say that some people that use the term SBE just kind of use it just overly, like the term simp. I'd say that. I
There
know
is
you've been
truth to
called a
that.
simp a few times, and I'm not calling you that myself, but
No, I
for
got
people, who say SBE is just kind of seen as a defense for sack chasing bitches online, and I don't really care too much for that. I mean, my thing is as long as they're an adult. But this, as far as the sneak dissing thing, um, I tried to explain it to Ty, like, how can it be sneak dissing? It's out in the open. It's on YouTube. It's said directly. I mean, if it's about him, let me point to the timestamp and I'll explain what I said. But, I've said things about content creators in the past that I don't intend to keep hidden. So if anyone at all has a problem, like you did the reaction to the smoke show, and like I said, I respect that. I applaud that. I actually like that kind of energy because I barely get it. I really don't ever get it, actually. So I mean, I'm good with it. I'm not here to curse you out. I'm not here to disrespect you. I'm not here to call you a simp. I'm just saying, if there were things that you wanted to say in real time, me and you could talk about it like men. And that's invitation is extended to anyone.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, I'm not shying away. I say a lot of shit, and I have to back it up. Sometimes I'll shoot first and ask questions later. So I do understand that, but I'm not the Thai City Defense Force. I just use that as an example. That's a grown ass man. He could defend himself.
Yeah.
It's raining out here. But
Yeah, I can hear it. But there's nothing wrong with agreeing with someone philosophically or saying that I agree with Ty City over Kev. I'm not going to take that personal. I mean,
yeah, it's just YouTube. But
yeah,
at the end of the day, when we're men and we have ideological differences, we can hash them out and debate them
yeah.
furiously and also cordially. So
Yeah.
I just chose the furious route on that other one. But I've also done content where I have talked about your show and other people that you associate with in a nicer, more fair way instead of going
Okay.
off the wall. Because I even said when truth as I know it came into my chat, I said, yeah, I like Kev too, but I think he be tripping because I do think you be tripping. But that's okay because we all have our opinion. You probably thought I was fucking off the wall using the N word and a bunch of other shit I said. So, you know, that's just the way the cookie crumbles.
Mm. Yeah. That's
But
just yeah. That's just the
oh,
way
go
the
ahead.
cookie crumbles. I'm not. I don't expect like. I actually be shocked that I get so much agreement over here. So, well, like I said, it's welcome discourse.
Yeah, my main ideological gripe, besides the thing we just covered, is so I guess the secondary thing would be, hold on, it's really coming down. Would be the whole notion of the married thing and the SBE stuff, like tied. I'll do that separately. We'll take the marriage first. Do you? I got to ask you this question. Do you advocate state sanctioned marriage to black men?
Do I advocate for state sanctioned marriage to black men?
Yes.
As someone that's done it, no.
Okay. Okay. So I have to amend my statements to a degree, for sure. Okay.
Yes, I shouldn't. I don't advocate for people to do what I have done or to not do it. You can
Yes.
do whatever you want.
Okay. All right. Next piece I want to touch on. So, because our first interaction was me making a joke, because I make jokes. People make jokes on me. I don't take it personal. Got to see who this is. It's a dangerous neighborhood. Anyway,
Mm.
as I was saying, what this nigga doing? Uh, I was pretty much saying uh, a dig on how sometimes you will be hyperbolic when it comes to certain things you don't like. For instance, the marriage thing, like you kind of flipped off the wall with that one. Because,
Mm.
niggas weren't really talking crazy about you or marriage per se. God damn. It's more so the idea of the state sanction piece. And they're critiquing that and the fake pseudo traditionalism. And I can't speak for all the men that were doing what they're doing in that panel or that chat or whatever, but yeah, you kind of flew off the wall, and I did point that out,
Mm.
right?
Mm. Oh, he went away, but I was about to admit to being reactive that night. uh, so if he comes back, he comes back. No, he said he does things for comedy. He does things for comedy. I read his channel description. So yeah, it ain't nothing too much. I thought that he was about to get to I wanted him to get to the black men being brutally sunned. So, but anyway, so I'll drop the link again if he comes back. Oh, there he is. There he is.
Yeah, my bad. One of the fuck niggas in your chat disconnected my connection. No, I'm playing with you.
Okay.
The rain fucking fucked my phone up, but my bad. Go ahead though.
No. But what were you saying? You were saying something, so I wanted to give you an opportunity to finish.
Where did I leave off? If you can remember.
No, this is a
I guess
smoke
I'll just
show
start
that
over.
has several meanings.
Okay. So pretty much, I can't speak for the men that said what they said in that chat, but from what I see, you took personal offense to people clowning marriage. And then when they ask you certain questions, you got upset and a little defensive. And it's not really my place to judge, but since we hear it, fuck it.
Mm.
Uh, that's puzzling to me. It, it,
Oh,
it
okay.
shows in my humble opinion, a lack of nuance and a lack of control. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
yeah,
But
but
then again,
but
I
I
can't
felt that.
talk too heavy because I went in too. So
Okay. Yeah,
go ahead though.
yeah. I saw you. But I can't, try to address everyone that was saying something because that would seem kind of spastic on my part.
Gotcha.
But yeah, to say that someone, try to call people out of their sexuality, that's one thing I don't advocate for. Because I know what kind of remarks you were saying, I was kind of flipping out there. And it's like I said, the guys were weird as well, which I should not have said. But I get a
I
little
mean, you could say
reactive
it,
because
but
what?
you could say it. I mean, shit, I don't give a
Yeah,
fuck.
yeah, you say whatever you want to say.
Pretty much. I mean, yeah, just like I think you said this too. Just expect pushback. That's all. You
Yeah,
know.
yeah, yeah. Expect pushback. I mean,
So
you say whatever you want to say. Just expect pushback. So you have been listening somewhat.
yeah, like I
uh,
said, I actually didn't have an issue with you as a person. It's the
uh,
ideological thing more so. But yeah, because I've
okay.
heard you speak, and you when BGS. That's why I said the whole black men bill. Excuse me. Fuck, I gotta spit. Excuse me.
Brutally sunned.
Yeah. When I said that, I was saying that to like kind of, hey, bro, you need to kind of check this nigga because he trying to sun you. That's the way. That's the region I was coming from, right? I was saying,
Mm,
yo, this nigga's trying to check you on your own channel, bro, and that's more so what I was coming with. And however that was received is whatever, but that's the initial intent, and it kind of morphed over time.
mm,
And I thought that, yo, if you don't check that, I'm gonna think less of you because I would have checked that. That's my
mm.
logic. I could just be an asshole, but that's my logic. Like I would have
Yeah.
never let even a homie, I would have never let him tell me what the fuck to do. You know what I'm saying? Like nigga,
Mm,
shut the fuck up. This is my channel. I do what the fuck I
mm,
want to do. You could take your bitch ass
mm.
out of here. That's what I say to anybody. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro.
Yeah.
But so, that's
Duly
I
noted.
was more so actually kind of defending you in a slight way. I'm not trying to spin it. But then when I didn't see you do that, I kind of lost respect. That's my thing. I'm gonna just keep
Yeah.
it blunt.
No. I'm just saying, the more blunt you keep it, the more respect I have for you. I mean,
But
I'll say that. But
uh-huh.
at the same time, the whole when I was getting questions asked by Super Sly, my whole thing was, okay, well, I'm just gonna be an asshole and say I don't have to answer his questions.
I get it.
That's why I said the whole I'll give the nosy nigga two guesses. That's what I said. And then they was like, Kevin doesn't answer questions. But so I mean, it's a question that was easy to answer. I just wanted to fuck around for a little bit. Kind
No,
of,
I got
call
you.
him a midget. I don't respect no fucking midget, something like that. Yeah, I do get like that. I get out of control. It's that's in me. You know what I'm saying?
No, I understand. I
Yeah,
understand. Yeah.
yeah.
I mean,
So
I'm just gonna be 100% transparent. Like this conversation has given me a new perspective on you. So continue though. Because I'm not
no,
set in stone. I'm like, oh, I hate Kev. If I
no,
said
no.
that, I was out of line because I don't really hate you.
Okay.
So, yeah, but more
Damn.
so what I was also speaking to, I want to also harp on this, is the concept of the old nigga, because that's another point.
Oh, okay.
If you want
And
to explore that, we can do that.
yeah. Well, I call myself an old nigga just because I'm an old nigga by age. I'm just over 2 years from 50. What do you expect? I'm a Gen Xer. I do understand, according to the viewpoints of some millennials and some Gen Zers, that's problematic for some of you guys. And I do hear the two word old nigga, old nigga, old nigga, and I do understand when it comes to my age group, that's where we are. The old niggas got to go, but I noticed the guy most in the entire city's chat. He spams that old niggas got to go, and
uh-huh.
yeah, my name never comes up. So,
Yeah, that's what I'm.
but
That's what I was saying too. Like, bro, why are you getting upset? He's not talking about you. You know what I'm
uh,
saying? Like, he's saying in general, or these niggas, some of which you associated with. He was talking about them, but I'm
hmm,
not his defense force either. But it's just like the whole old nigga thing has nuance to it. Obviously, you listen to people who have wisdom that precede you in age. That just makes sense. But the
hmm,
problem is most black people, especially old black men, old black women, they think that they have some type of knowledge or wisdom and they're just fucking failures, losers that are old.
hmm,
So that don't mean shit to me, the age piece. It's the wisdom knowledge piece. What have you
hmm,
done? If you're a black man and you living off your bitch, at 55, I'm not listening to you for nothing. Period.
Mm, mm.
You know,
I get that. That's the credibility piece. You know,
exactly.
just because I'm older than you doesn't mean that I am entitled to your respect.
There you go.
You know, and you gotta show it to me just because I've been here longer than you. That's not. No, I don't roll like that.
Okay,
You know,
that's
so
what's up.
if there are people that roll like that, I don't know what
Mhm.
world they're living in. You know what I'm saying. So
Respect that.
but if that's the old
100%,
nigga
bro. That's what I
concept,
was
if the
saying. Like I was surprised. Yeah,
yeah, go ahead though, go ahead.
yeah. Delay my bad. No, yeah, there's a delay. Go ahead though. I apologize.
Oh, okay. No. I was gonna let you talk.
No, you were gonna finish something because you were hitting to a point. I want to hear.
No. Basically, what I was saying was that I was saying that no one's entitled to telling you anything just because they're older than you, and especially with young people, having more access to knowledge and resources to get a quicker start than people who were my age. I mean, my understanding is I'm 47. If you're 35 and you got some piece of knowledge that can help me exponentially, I would be foolish not to take it. You
Mm-hmm.
know, that I mean, that within pride there's stupidity as well.
True, true. I can understand that. I can respect that for sure. That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying. Like I'm, I'm gaining more respect as we talk, you know, because that's logical, and that's what I like to hear. I like to hear nuance. I like to hear logic and reasoning, and less of the dogmatic approach. Even some of the SBE guys can be dogmatic. I
yeah,
recognize that. I'm not an idiot. I can see that, and they use it inappropriately in certain circumstances. But some of it's become a meme in and of itself as well, like a joke, a device to engage in comedy, and that can lead to misunderstanding. And
yeah.
so I can definitely understand how you would be like, "Hey, this is some bullshit," but we got to take it on a case by case situational thing, you know?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because I mean, when I do notice when the term "old nigga" is being used, that you guys are very specific as to who you are talking about. I mean, despite the fact that these guys show up on my channel, or these guys are very closely associated to each other. Like, I do say I'm Black Manosphere, but I do understand that it's also up to the perception of the people who watch as well. It's not really up to me per se.
Uh,
Yeah. So I mean, what I came up here YouTube just as me. Shit. The space kind of found me.
I
And I
understand.
do understand that there is some type of philosophical opposition. Philosophical opposition. But when I see guys who are, I don't know, I guess when I talk to guys who are philosophically opposed to what is called the Black Manosphere,
Hmm.
I would say usually I can come to a middle ground with those guys. And I'll just say that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I get it. Yeah, and for that piece on the philosophical gap, that really started with 2.0. And I know some people not going to agree with this, but fuck them. Fuck you if you don't agree. That's it is what it is.
Yeah.
I mean, I say that on my channel, so I'm keeping that same energy.
Yeah. This
Yeah,
this is one of the places you can say that. Go ahead.
yeah, I appreciate that you give me that grace. But yeah. So I mean, that rift is pretty much between what is the best solution for black men. So we just sit around and talk about these bitches, or get out there and move from a better position and do what we need to do in other ways. There's nothing wrong with talking about women in a certain context because that's what men do is barbershop talk. Right? That's a major part of our lives. But the focus, the overwhelming, overrepresented focus of this shit is the problem. And a lot of us share that opinion that this is an issue that the black manosphere and the manosphere in general, white or whatever, is facing. There's a whole host of people focusing on trash, low quality bitches instead of getting their shit together and doing something else. And there's also a difference in the community talk. there's different factions, obviously, with different variations and gradients and ideology. But at least on my side, you cannot save the community. Number one. Number two, stop talking about these hoes. Let's get to this money and power. That's my
Mm,
thing. Right.
mm,
And if you
okay.
do, talk about the hoes intelligently and sparingly. Right.
Mm. Yeah. I mean, sometimes, like I said, being a married man, yeah, whenever something goes viral, or like having a problem with me talking about Sierra, I get that, but I would say that was misinterpreted. I was talking about Russell Wilson. I was
Uh huh.
making a case for it. I was making a case for him.
Uh huh.
Russell Wilson is the kind of guy that we talk about these lames and these pookies and shit. According to most people talk, that's the kind of guy you should want to win. So it wasn't necessarily about Sierra, what Sierra doing. I don't care if Sierra twerks at gas stations. Shit, you know, she's
Hmm.
with Russell, and for people to complain about that, I just don't see why. And that's just content, bro. That's just content. I can talk in circles. I can talk about the same shit over and over again, but whatever's like hot on social media, I speak from it from my perspective. Plus, I come up with some original shit too. Anybody that has watched me for an extended period of time will know that. But if anybody has issue with what I'm saying or what I'm doing, yeah, people can put it in the comment section. I don't have any problem with that. I mean, it depends on how people say it. Now, if someone come out just outright be like, fuck you, I'm gonna answer that energy, worse than what I did in Thai City chat. You know,
No, I got you.
yeah,
Yeah.
it is what it is. But we're a welcome tribe over here. At least on this channel. I can't speak for other channels or content creators that come over here that be in this chat. I can't speak for them when they do stuff on their channel. But yeah, I can speak for over here.
Yeah. You can only
It's
handle your own backyard. Yeah.
yeah, absolutely. And like I say, I do have other figures that other boastful personalities, and you've seen that. Many people have seen that.
Yep.
Yeah. So I do keep that in mind as to if when these people are watching, these kinds of conversations, this is the idea they're getting from watching this content. So, although I did not think of myself as being son that night, I was trying to handle things diplomatically, and that's to a fault. Many, many people saw it as me being son. So,
I understand that. Yeah. No.
yeah.
And
So,
see, oh, my bad. Yeah,
no,
my
I was
shit be
done.
cutting in and out. My apologies. But no, yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, I get it because there's been times when I've been diplomatic, especially with that individual, and it bit me in the ass and fucked me up. So that's why I have such a harsh stance with not just him but other people. In general, I don't give the benefit of the doubt. I doubt the benefit, as a dear friend
Uh,
said, right? Because you can't afford to do that in these times. We're in the last days type of shit. There's no fucking reason to do that. Cordiality
mm,
is for bitches. Sorry. Unless I can respect you on some modicum of shared community interest, not even community, shared core interest, right? Like you just said yourself, you have the ability to delineate and have nuance and whatnot. I can respect that. I can build off that. You know what I'm saying?
mm.
But other
Okay.
people, I cannot. And so I will
Okay. I
treat them
mean,
like shit because I do not respect them. That's just
okay.
the
And
way I'm operating. Yeah.
you can depend on me to not jump on the sword when you use words. you know, I mean, those people can handle themselves.
Yeah.
I mean, shit. So just like anybody can be like fuck Kev when other people are around, Kev will handle that shit. I don't expect
Sure.
people to jump up and be like, "Oh, you better not say that about Kev," unless they want to and unless they choose to. But
Yeah.
I don't set that expectation for people. Sometimes that has bit me in the ass, but for the most part, I don't do that. I mean, it's integrity when people just want to do stuff as opposed to trying to shame them into doing it.
I can understand that. I can vibe.
Yeah,
Yeah, I get that. But
yeah,
what was I gonna say? On the Sierra Russell thing, I understand this content strategy. You getting the bread, you're running up the plays and you giving your opinion. I
yeah,
understand that because I do it as well. My thing
yeah.
is we have to ask, well, why are people on YouTube? what's the
Yeah,
reasoning behind it? And what's the reason not only behind the content creator but the chat people, the chat
yeah.
naggers, the
The
ankle
chat
biters.
naggers.
Yes, the ankle biters in the chat. What's the reason they're in my chat or in your chat? That's the question we
Yeah,
have to ask. Then I can make a judgment, a value judgment, a character judgment, or whatever it may be.
yeah. Well, I would say that my chat is usually more critical than some of the other chats that I see to their. I mean, not just because they're here and they're making comments, but I mean, it's just that I try to have the environment where, the moderators aren't, just, you know, sniping folks. I mean, sometimes it calls for, but like 99% of the time now. So, I mean, it over 90% of the time it won't be any disrespect. I mean, if there is, I'll try to, shout somebody out like, look, kind of calm that shit down. But
Mhm.
yeah.
No, I can dig that too. You know what I'm saying? Because uh, a lot of people just let their chat kind of bully people and shit. And it is what it is. I'm a grown ass man. I don't give a fuck. It's
Yeah,
YouTube.
yeah.
But
Yeah, yeah. It's not like I'm in this. Even with me, I don't tell people what to do with their channel. If I come in there and I get a timeout, that tells me that's I'm winning some kind of way. But
oh,
shoot, but it's like if I'm not welcome to your party, I'm not coming.
exactly. No, I understand that. I understand that. Yeah, I personally wouldn't do that unless you went off the wall or some shit. I personally would just let
Yeah,
you.
yeah. Start talking about dead babies or some shit. Then that'll probably get you timed out. More than 110% likely. But
No, yeah, no, for real. But uh, damn, I don't even think of anything else. Yeah, the main contention is just these ideological things, and I saw a little bit of duplicity, but you're clearing that up now, so I kind of got to walk that back a little bit. But
okay.
yeah,
Mm.
I don't know.
But
I
I
don't.
mean, stand. My suggestion to you is to stand on whatever you said. You walking it back now. That yeah, that's good. I mean, it's cool. Is whatever. I don't expect apologies from anyone for
I
what
mean,
they said.
what I'm saying, what I try to do is I try to be right and exact in everything that I do. I might not hit the mark all the time. The reason why I'm walking it back is because I could be in error, and I might have did
Oh,
it in error. Because I'm not an
okay,
egotistical narcissist like many of these niggas on YouTube are. If I'm wrong, I'll admit that I'm wrong, and I
okay,
will apologize if I need to. But if I don't, I won't. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
I'm right now, based off what we talking about. My opinion of you is changing as we go on. So
okay.
I don't even remember half the shit I said. It happened 10 days ago. I got a lot of shit going on in
Yeah,
my life.
yeah. I mean, like, it's interesting what happens when you type in "black men being brutally honest" on your YouTube search engine. I ain't see it, you know.
Yeah, because
And then
I
like
didn't
I
really want
was,
to at you because I
yeah.
just made a comment. I just did a review. I mean, I would have invited you
I
on
mean,
if I knew you wanted to talk because
no,
I had
I
no
mean,
problem.
I didn't know it was happening. If I'd have saw it in real time, I would likely have come on the panel to see what was going on, and we
Okay,
probably would have had this conversation.
probably. Yeah.
But whatever, it's cool, man. I don't hold no grudges and nothing like that. That ain't it for me. I want to see black men talk and get along and talk like men. All that catch a flight shit. That's for the birds.
I don't know. Sometimes it's necessary, but shit, I do understand what you're saying though. Because some of these niggas, Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
yeah,
no, I get it.
yeah. Some of these
Yeah.
niggas get out of control.
Yeah, for
You
real.
know?
But
I
I
mean,
mean, my bad. Go ahead.
no, I'm just saying some of us out here have capabilities, so
Oh
some
no, I
folks
understand.
watch their mouth, man. But
Yeah,
yeah,
no. Yeah, talking
yeah,
about you smoking on niggas dead grandmas and shit, like you can't be doing that, unless you
nah,
got
nah.
reasonable cause to do some bullshit. But what are some of the things that I said that you took umbrage with? Let's do that, I guess. Or didn't
Mm.
care for. Cause I don't even remember. I gotta listen to that shit again.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you, I really didn't check it out like that. I
Okay.
watched it for a few minutes, but then I had other things I had to do. So
Okay, that's
uh,
fine. Yeah.
I didn't really see anything real bad or anything like that. You
Okay.
know, But the kind of person I am, man, bro, I've been on this earth, like I said, almost 50 years. Like
Mhm.
it couldn't have been that bad.
Yeah, exactly.
I've heard worse. I mean, what I'm gonna come to you. Oh, you hurt my feelings. Like, no, that ain't gonna happen, bro.
I can respect it. I can respect it. Yeah, I can respect dudes not on that weenie shit. Like a lot of niggas in these spaces, man, fucking cunt shit. Niggas crying and shit too much. But yeah, no, I fuck with that. I can respect that for sure.
Yeah, yeah.
But no, I don't think I
Whatever.
got anything else.
Okay, all right, that's awesome,
Oh,
man.
you was
Awesome.
going. My bad. This thing is cutting in and out. I apologize. You was gonna ask a question. What's
No,
up,
I
Sid?
wasn't gonna ask a question. I was actually gonna be like, yeah, well, like I said, that's okay. Thank you for coming through. The intention was to get you over here, and it actually happened. So, no misunderstandings here.
Bet it up. I'm gonna send you a cash app, big bro.
We're
For
appreciate
sure.
that.
No problem.
All right,
Put it in the chat so I can see it later. I gotta get on my other phone.
Okay. Well, it's on the screen. So
Oh, where is it?
yeah, on
Oh,
top of Roman Reigns' head, Cash App, BMBH for life.
that live button on my phone is covering it up. Hold on. I'll have to see
Uh,
it on the playback. Yeah.
okay. All
All
right.
right. Well, okay then.
But I'll put it in the chat. All
All right.
right, homie.
I appreciate your peace.
All right. Peace. All righty. So that was Moulay Amaruka Kala. He used to go by T the Godly. I grew up hanging out with guys like that. So they carry a certain spirit. So that wasn't difficult. So yeah. So this is the Cash App. So I guess, whenever you got, a little time, go ahead. And that's for anybody, not just him, anybody. So that's the Cash App. So anyway, yeah, we're an hour and 22 minutes in. Like I said, I was just about to admit some things before he showed up. Shoot, D Rock then says good dialogue. Yeah, man, Yeah, he cool guy. Okay. I'll just admit some things, I'll just admit that. Like I said, I went through kind of a small list of content creators, and I was just saying that some guys are just, I don't know, just better at me. I'm just kind of the mid version of all these content creators. And where do I fit in at the end of the day? And my thing is, since I do have the capabilities at this time to do it, I'll just go ahead and see what I can do with this YouTube. Maybe Elder Knight and the Bishop. That DJ Vlad timed me out earlier. Hey, I'm sorry to hear that. But yeah, what's good, Knight and the Bishop? I saw Art New Stall down there. So Art New Stall was good. Ralph Spirit. Prof Days. Night Bishop. He said Pearl explicitly invited Obsidian to her show in London. Obsidian declined. If they wanted to suck up to just Pearly things so much, they should have at least tried to capitalize off of it. This is what I don't get. Said old nigga status. Okay. Yeah, man. But like I said, I'll admit it again. Like I do have a tendency to jump the gun. And what I will say about that channel was those guys didn't take it too personally because I did hit a panel with Sly. And Sly wasn't, Super Sly wasn't like, man, what about that shit? What about that midget shit? Maybe he just didn't think about it. I don't know. But just saying, if he's ever in the area, he can hit the link too. Shit. That's what this is. This is a smoke show. Shoot. Speaking of BGS, I got a question for him. What up, Chaos Rain? As that Andre 416 say, why are you fucking with DJ Vlad is the bigger question. DJ Vlad, he's a large content creator. He's a media personality. He's a you know he used to have Lord Jamar over there. He's interviewed Michael Jai White several times. DJ Vlad will probably interview more black people than I ever will. Oh man, that was not awesome. So let me go switch to the dog real quick. Oh man. So yeah. I don't know. I think I pretty much said everything I was gonna say. Let me drop the link again. See if anybody else wants to come up. But I might just I just don't want to. I don't want to. I don't know. It just feeling a certain way as of late. Let me check something real quick. Let's see. All right. So we can do a Q&A. So anybody got any questions on down there? Narratives and Dialogue said tonight, I just subscribed to your channel. Am I subscribed to Knight and Bishop? Let me see real quick. The Knight and the Bishop. Shoot, they got all kinds of search results scrolling through. Yeah. In fact, let me just go to the channel. You say go to channel. Let's see. Go to channel. The 90. Oh, I didn't subscribe, so there it is. I have just subscribed. All right. Subscribe to the Knight and the Bishop. All right, so I see you back there, Andre. Mr. 416. What's good, man?
Just chilling. Just about to make something to eat. Yeah, that was a good conversation that was had. I didn't see any disrespect on either side.
Well,
It's
I
always
mean,
good to see things resolved that way.
no, I mean, every one of these conversations ain't got to be disrespectful. I mean, we both have been known to say some disrespectful remarks to certain folks and, maybe about each other. But I mean, shit. I mean, every conversation between men ain't got to be that way. And one of my primary things is to, show people that it ain't always got to turn out to be a nigga fest. But like he said, sometimes it's necessary.
Well, this is where I got to give Shaka his credit for.
Oh
I
yeah,
have
yeah,
noticed.
Shaka Nulu. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
My
yeah.
point
But go
is,
ahead, Andre.
like, I was gonna say, this is where I give him his credit for not just this, but one of the things that I've seen him saying um over the last few weeks, months at least, like he's talking about like the problem that he sees now is that it's men versus males, and I've started to see like other people speaking about this as well, but like you
Yeah,
couldn't be more honest than that.
yeah. New actually classifies that as the real gender war between men and males. So that classification does make a lot of sense when you put it that way. I mean, the one that doesn't make a whole lot of sense is the man versus woman. I mean, that's called a battle of the sexes, and they are really trying to market that kind of thing again. Um, the battle, the battle of the sexes type thing, because that they used to do that kind of thing all the time in the 80s and the 90s, but because of the this supposed gender war that's fueling social media, now they trying to bring it back. Like I think they have some battle of the sexes game show on YouTube somewhere already. Yeah, so. Oh shit. Oh God, I don't need to be doing that shit. Like everybody go to sleep at night, old nigga. I'm just playing. That's it. Hybrid. But what's been going on around the space, Andre? You been seeing anything strange, man? Run into any hostile individuals lately?
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
He actually did show up yesterday on AB's shit. Like
Oh.
I haven't finished the rest of the stream. I got like 20 minutes left on it, but I seen he did show up there and he was on his typical bullshit.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, that was what Laura Lovesmith was talking about earlier. That MOT showed up on AB Media Stream.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Yeah, well, that's old big back baconator. Yeah, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry that I disrespected big people. But hybrid catastrophic impact X83rd power says 80s and 90s, anything you can do, I can do better. Yeah. I mean, it wasn't even so much to the point of woke and trying to shame men and stuff. It was just that anything you can do, I can do better. It's called the gender war when black men try to hold black women accountable. I don't know where you first heard that at. But I say that it's never a gender war till black men say something. Otherwise it's girl, Yas queen, girl, give me your phone, like all this other bullshit these dudes be doing. But shit. Anyway, shoot. Anybody else want to come up and give me some smoke? Yeah, that link is still down there. In fact, let me put that link down again. All right. That link down again. Let's see. Okay. Anybody out there? Is weather. Oh, what's up, weather? Oh yeah, we was talking about most and how you be spamming that old niggas gotta go.
Yeah.
Yeah, he must be further back.
Yeah, speaking about that, I have noticed that one dude is always spamming that same comment multiple times actually during the streams.
Man, so old
But
niggas gotta go.
yeah,
BGS.
and
AMS. Rolo.
Rolo was a weird one because like he's like that white man's first shit. So I'm not
Man, let
quite
me tell
sure
you
what
something.
he's like.
Let me tell you something. Some chats have characteristics that make those chats, and that's one characteristic that Ty City's chat, makes, has that one particular guy right there. Old niggas gotta go. Old head talking points.
Well, like even that one dude that popped up on your channel one time, and it's a dude that like it seems like you're not cool with him. I don't know your history with this dude, but I've seen him pop up one time. Like that Sir Ism dude, and the
That
thing
guy,
is,
the man
yeah,
bun,
like
man, trying to disrespect me with a man bun. Man, we get the fuck up out of here. Walk against traffic.
I don't know anything about about you guys' history, but what I found to be interesting was that he did have one comment that did make sense
Oh,
in
for
reference.
real? Just one?
Yeah, well, I don't know the dude. Well, actually, I did see him over on Kuda shit, and he was caping hard for big bitches, and I don't know what that was about.
Land whales,
Yeah, he was caping hard for them.
kaijus. Yeah, I'm
Well,
sorry, man. Big girls need love too, y'all.
like the point that I was trying to make is that basically what I seen him like on Thai City shit was like the comment that he made that actually made some sense was like like he was speaking about like the whole old niggas gotta go shit, and it's just like don't you want to get old too? Like I'm not really understanding what the problem is with that.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think that a lot of people want to survive till they, but death is subjective. I'm saying, I mean, do people really want to make it to the nursing home? Oh shit! All right, Andre. Okay, that was good.
Hey, no, I'm just listening into the chat. I just want to say thanks for the conversation. It's really insightful. That's all.
Okay. All right. All right. Okay. All right, guys. Do we have any questions out there down in that chat? Any questions? Chaos Rain hasn't spoken yet. Where are you, Chaos Rain? Chaos Rain.
I'm here.
Right.
I'm here. What's good? What's good? How you doing?
Man, what you got? Any words of wisdom?
I would say 2 words wisdom, and we have a lady in the panel. Be good to yourself. No, but seriously, on a ready note, nothing that come to mind right now. As no, I come here for support. Andre, you up there still, bro? Andre? Yeah, the conversation that was done on the other podcast last night, right, was kind of intriguing. But you know how certain content creators are, and if they went live and did a stream app, during the conversation, it tells you that they're fishing for something.
What do you
Now,
mean?
I'm not a proponent of people come up here and have a conversation with the fellows, and then they get what they want, and they go back to the channel and fire up a live stream and then talk about what you've
I
done.
mean, and that's their freedom. If they have a YouTube channel that they can fire up live streams, feel free to do whatever, whenever. I mean, if it helps your content, then go right ahead and do it. Why am I?
Mhm.
Why am I the one to tell you how to run your shit? Yeah.
Okay, all right, we can have that, Kev. I mean, I find it very weird after a while. I say usually, if like any content creator, you have to come up with some form of content, and if you're trying to create something just to come up with content, I mean, it tells you have no talent in the long run. Regardless, you're here for another purpose. That's just my thinking. You get me? I mean,
Oh yeah.
I move a little different when I look at content. I just don't sit there and say I got nothing to do, and then all of a sudden, hey, I could use this content. You just jump in. No, I don't do that. That's goofy. That's lame stuff, man.
Yeah, I know.
So Jess, you're up here. What brings you up to the Black Man's channel today, Jess?
I was just listening in, and I just thought it was an interesting conversation. So I just wanted to just thank you guys on the panel for having this discussion.
And what do you find intriguing to today's conversation, if we might ask?
I think everything. I'm a frequent listener on this to this channel. I usually don't get on StreamYard. I just kind of jump in and listen, and I don't know. It's always insightful. I can't really say anything specific, but it's just in general the conversations. I listen while I'm working out.
Now, in regards to workout, you work out in a gym or work out in your own household or apartment?
She
Yeah,
works out her body.
in my apartment, I have a kind of like a mini gym, so I'm just like listening while I'm working out on the treadmill.
Oh, that's it. You don't have no light weights or anything, curls or any what do you call it, kettlebells or anything of the nature?
Yeah, I have a full gym here. I have kettlebells, everything, squat rack.
Oh, a squat rack. Okay, so you don't squat.
I got a question.
Okay.
How much do your kettlebells weigh?
That was a good question.
Well, I technically only have one, and it's 70 pounds.
70 pounds? No, you ain't using 70 pounds.
That's a big kettlebell.
You ain't doing 70 pounds. That's not on a kettlebell.
Well, the thing about it is I don't swing it. You know how most people like use it to like do like a hip hinge kind of they fling it. I don't do it. I just use the kettlebell, I carry it, and I just like do squats. I usually can only get 3 or 4 max.
Okay.
With
right,
2 hands, so. you squat just a normal squat, or you stand on something to add
what
more
in the world?
Yeah. Do that. Okay. What up, Gabe?
What's up? Chaos up here doing the speed date. He trying to do a balloon show up here. Jess already popped her balloon, Chaos. It's cool. She already popped her balloon.
There's no popping balloon, Gabe.
What's up, man? What's up,
Yeah,
yo?
what's up? What's going on,
Chilling,
man? Came up here, so what's going on? What you got?
Yeah, man, it's about the whole thing about the age thing, because I think that people. So I hear it all the time, right? And I was kind of mentioning a little bit in the chat the whole idea that the age equals the age prioritization, right? If you're older, then you're automatically more wise. If you're older, then you're automatically more experienced. But a lot of times, a lot of these dudes don't really have, I wouldn't even say necessarily credentials, but really the experiences that allow them to be in the position of, I guess, advisory to a lot of young dudes. Because, I mean, I think people are seeing so much more now. A lot of the young people are, more experienced in certain areas than even a lot of the older dudes, where previously that really wasn't the case. A lot of times age came with experience.
Let me tell you give you a little scope of my mentality.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm sitting in a circle of guys that are younger than me, they'll give me the big unk recognition or something like that.
Yeah.
But I don't like especially they're like in their mid 30s or something like that. I don't think of myself in an elevated position, so to speak. I just think of myself as one of them. And in fact, I become surprised when people start to put me in that respectful position. Like, I'm some type of older guy or some shit like that, or I'm one to be respected. I'm just, I take it. And, I'm more of a modest person. Like, y'all, you ain't gotta do all that, man. We cool, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Get off me. Stop, cut that shit out. But but it's like it bothers me when people do that shit, to me too. And it seems like it's a bit unsolicited, at times when they do it. Like, I don't need your shit, at this time. And I'll tell a motherfucker that too. I mean, like I say, I'm true Alabama. I grew up with those Southern values. I do have respect for my elders. I don't go all the way with someone who is physically weaker than me due to age. I mean, I don't do it, but I mean, I don't let them get out of line with me either. Especially if I'm not related to them. I mean, I wouldn't just outright let one hit me over the head with a cane. Like, get all the way out of here with that shit.
Yeah, I think it's more of a show and prove type of thing. And one of these BGS sites just popped up. He said, translation, I don't think it always got to be about BGS. BGS is the only one he does it, but it's others who also do it. A lot of it. They've been doing it for years. They've been doing it for years. So no, this is not necessarily directed towards BGS. But there are holler, so hey.
There are panelists that are older men that aren't necessarily content creators that do that.
I mean, even back then, I think a couple of years ago was the whole millennial slander. They don't want to work. Can't nobody, they don't stay at jobs. All those type of things, right? So this isn't.
I've done the darn millennial thing.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that's what I'm saying. Well, listen, this is for Kev too. Then. That's what I'm saying. Y'all can't be coming. We are not all created equal. Yeah,
I
not all
know.
created equal, but
I
I'm just
know.
saying.
But see, I come from more of a comical place about it, though.
Sure.
Just to kind of poke at people. I don't really think that I'm better than all millennials because I'm Gen Xer.
Narratives and dialogues is very true. Black Uru does it very often. Very often. Anytime I hear him speak, he got something to say about somebody younger. And again, ain't no smoke necessarily, but just an observation.
Yeah, but I will say this: how I treat them ain't necessarily how you gotta treat them. So I ain't gonna feel a certain way if you have a strong conversation with those guys. It's what it is. It's not like that. Is some people think that I'm the old nigga defender. And it might come off that way a little bit, but no, not really. Everybody can handle themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And it's that yeah. I just don't understand it. I just don't understand it why age necessarily puts people in a position of advisory. Like, why are you an advisor? Like, right. So I even have uncles, right, that try to give me advice on things that I know that they've never done. They have absolutely never done in their lives, but they think that they got the answer to it. And that's always confused me. I'm like, oh, so have you done it? They're like, nah, but this what you got to do. This is what you need to do. Type of when it start with this is what you need to do, and that person has never done it, I'm automatically walking away from that.
Yeah.
I'm automatically walking away from that.
Half smile, shake your head, and just kind of slip somewhere else.
Right. And then when they see that you've done it and that you've been successful at it, they want to in some way get in on it. They want to get again. This is more of and that's what I'm saying.
You tried that thing I told you. You tried that thing I told. No, I didn't.
No, I didn't. I did something completely different, and it was very successful.
Yeah. So you tried it the other way. Yes,
it worked out well. Yep. I remember one time. So for one of my first, so I do a bit of real estate in Detroit, right? So I got an uncle he's the kind of carpentry, plumber, all types of stuff. Man, I was asking for his help, trying to get his assistance with things, and he was just always not returning my phone calls. I needed to get some steel blocks replaced. I needed him to put some reinforcement on some windows so people wouldn't bust in some bars on the windows because I was still building up the house. As soon as they see that dumpster outside, the thieves get to thieving. So anyway, buddy people came to the house and they bust into the house. They tried to steal a furnace. They bust out windows and everything. And that's because my uncle was supposed to do some work that he never had did. He was supposed to put some bars on the windows, reinforce a glass block. He was supposed to replace a basement window with a glass block. Long story short, right? He was not supportive in that. And I mean, 6, 7, 8 properties later, he was trying to get in. I was like, hey, you got some properties over there. I've been seeing you kind of growing your portfolio. Do you need any help? I was like, nah, I don't need no help. I got help. But he was trying to give me all the advice on what to do. But he was in no way helping, but actually cost me money in doing that. Damn. So anyway, short story, but that's kind of a little bit of the background. Oh, here we go. Here go one of them. Art. Here go Art in the chat. he another one that does it. He's another one that does it very often. What? Plays the younger guys need to learn from the older guys card. Yeah.
Art definitely does it. I mean, whatever your opinion is, I mean, you seen some I don't, but I haven't seen Art do it. But
he definitely does it. Art doesn't do it, Andre. Actually, they do it to you all the time.
You specifically said Art. I've never seen Art do that.
No, I'm saying that Art does it to you on his panels all the time. All right.
Maybe that might be your interpretation of that, but I've never seen him do that.
Okay. I'll call it out next time I see it. But he definitely does that to you. That's why I be telling you, man, you got to stand up for yourself, man. Stand up for yourself as a young guy. Don't let these old dudes bully you around because they old. No, but that was my only thing. I don't really got too much on it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, but yeah, man. Chill. Good smoke show so far. I mean, not really any smoke, but you know, it's a good enough smoke. You know, we do what people that usually smoke and chill anyway do, talk.
I mean, it could be that, man. People not coming up though. I mean, I didn't call out Art. Art, I've seen Art on your panel before.
Yeah,
who else is?
You know, we got AL. I don't know. Oh, AL here. What up, AL?
What up?
Good, bud.
What's good, AL?
Two, you got it.
Yeah, to what Gabe said, that's never been the case, nor will it be. Just
they be smacking you around in panels. They be like, Andre, shut up. They be talking over you, treating you.
Nobody
Come on, Andre.
Any of that shit, bro.
I know you're very polite, but it's the difference between polite and, you know, just outright disrespect.
Yeah, I call out outright disrespect, but I've never experienced that other than I'm not sure if it's one of your people or not, but you know who I'm speaking of.
Come on.
I'm just kind of curious why you bringing it up is because, like, is that what you see? Is that what you see? You feel like you being disrespected when anyone of any age finds any form of reason to, you know, how they say iron sharpens iron, i.e. giving you any form of constructive criticism? Because guess what, my friend? To the day you die, you're going to be getting constructive criticism from mankind to the day you die. So is it, because I don't believe it's Andre. Andre doesn't have an issue. This is why I'm really up here. I came up here because I heard you. With these slight innuendos and insinuations that these gentlemen are emasculating him. Because I'm on most of these channels twice a week, if not more. And I'm here to tell you, it just doesn't come from them. And yes, they do it. And guess what it is? All it is constructive criticism. Iron sharpening iron.
But let's
hold on. I'm not done.
Thank you.
I'm speaking so you can comprehend. I'm not speaking so you can answer.
No.
Okay.
This is a conversation. Like you, this is. It's not a speech.
This is a dialogue conversation. I wasn't.
Okay, finish your point, man, and I'll go right afterwards.
I know you wanted to rebuttal, only to answer. You're not listening to comprehend. You have a tendency of doing that a lot too. See, now what I'm doing to you now is giving you a form of constructive criticism. Is that bothering you? That men do that? Men do that. We don't have a problem doing that. Andre was not being shunned by us. We were actually educating him on opinions, thoughts, matters of thinking and thought, reason and rational. But for some reason, that seems to bother you. That bothers you when men do.
No, it don't bother me. So I don't have any.
Well, why would you? If it doesn't bother you, then,
do you want a conversation or do you want to just talk, AL?
What
you want to do?
Go right ahead.
So my thing is I don't have any issue with constructive criticism. It's just that I don't see a lot of what you all do as constructive criticism. I see it as giving very strong opinions of things coming from a position of inexperience. Like a lot of you guys have not experienced certain things that you advise people on. So I don't even.
We have gentlemen from all age ranges in here, and guess what? I heard you. I understand where you come from, and you're entitled to your opinion. How about that?
Yeah, that's all I was up here giving is my opinion. So yeah.
Okay. Anything else to go on about that? Because you berating Andre on, hey, I think you guys doing this to you all the time. It gets done to everybody.
Oh, you came up here to defend you came up here to defend your victim. I got you. You came up here to defend your victim.
Including you, sir. including, like I said, you're entitled to your opinion.
Now I don't really talk to you that much,
Anything
so I
else?
don't know. It ain't me.
Anything else? I gave it to you. I said you're entitled to your opinion. So if you
And
want to go on any more about that, that's just you being what we call in the hood a little bit bitch made.
whoa, like what you mean?
I meant what
Tell
I
me with
said.
that
That's
by
what I meant. Ponder on it.
so by two
On
men giving
it.
their
Ponder on it.
opinions.
Ponder on it. Ponder on it. Ponder on it. I need you to ponder.
Ponder
For a
on?
while.
I
Ponder
can't hear
on
you.
it. I need you, good sir, to ponder on it for a while before you rebut. Ponder on it. That means think for a while.
Why do you think I need to ponder on anything that you're wait? Why do you think I need to ponder on anything that you're telling me? Why do you think that something that you're saying requires
You know what?
a level of ponderance?
Right. You don't. You don't, sir. You don't.
I mean, you're not saying nothing deep. You just came up here to defend Andre.
You don't.
You just came up here to defend Andre, and I hear it.
You don't.
Like
You don't have to ponder. You reserve the right to do whatever you want to. Which this word I'm about to use, I consider a cuss word. Feel however you want. You're entitled.
Okay.
It
so
still
there's a
isn't
question.
Going to change the fact
Yeah, I got you.
We over here in Black Manosphere, we are diverse. We talk about a multitude of issues. We're not minute in thinking. We're vast, broad, and we're about logic, rational reason. Some people it just bothers. So it is what it is.
Kev, is it okay if I address a question in the chat? Because from True Blocker.
Go ahead.
So he's asking the question of, can he elaborate on this experience? That's a great question. I think that a lot of times the discussion of education is a big deal that happens all of the time, right? And I think a lot of times one of the talking points in the Black manosphere was as it concerns, hey, if you're going to get a degree, get it in something that's worth something, right? They'll say, don't get it in basket weaving. I'm sure you all have heard that before. Don't get it in soft sciences or something along those lines. There's literally conversations happen every single week about Black males getting education coming from individuals who have not even gotten the education that they're advising individuals to get. Now, why is it so much that that education is being pushed down individuals' throats from individuals who have not received that education themselves? Boom. The experience isn't there, but the critique, the opinions, and the advice is there on the subject that they haven't even experienced in themselves.
That is a great point that you made, but can you name like who you're speaking of, who's advising people?
Art is one example. BGS is another example. Art has a degree in like art, right? Isn't that probably like the equivocation of like basket weaving or something? BGS doesn't have a degree at all. Two examples right there. I'm just answering the question of the elaborate on this experience piece. Why are everybody so quiet now? Like, what's going on?
Like I said, Art. Well, I can speak on it whenever he gets a chance. He speaks on education a lot, and BGS as well.
But
all right.
Here's what we're not saying though: is the advice wrong or not? Not because someone isn't formally educated, that doesn't mean they can't give advice. Okay, when since the standard has been, oh, you have to be college educated to give somebody good advice.
Dang, you ain't even jump in here and say hello or nothing. We just jumping in there. So,
Gabe, stop.
What's up?
I want to ask you a question, Gabe.
No. Don't men greet each other and say hello or something before they engage in a conversation? All right.
Let's get to the point, man. There's no pleasantries with you.
Okay, if there's no pleasantries, like what
let's get
like
to
what
the
we
point,
doing?
Man.
So you saying that people who have never received particular degrees are advising others to get particular degrees? You think that that's coming from a position of experience?
It's coming from a place of wisdom. Obviously, they're older and they see where things are trending.
There we
Hey,
go.
young man,
There we go. That older thing.
do not go to
That's that
school
older
and get
thing.
do not go to school and get a degree in accounting. You might want to get a degree in cybersecurity. There's nothing wrong with that, Gabe. Why are you trying? The real issue, the real issue, I think we're having with Gabe. I remember a while back.
I don't even know you. I don't even know your name. Your name is L.
Talking about your father.
That's all who I know.
I want to ask you this question: what is the relationship between you and your father? Because it seems like you have a adverse reaction to male advice. So let's dig deep into that.
I don't have any issue with my relationship with my father. How about yours?
Yeah, my father is fine.
Okay. So we have good relationships with our father.
I remember you said there was an issue with your father. So what's the issue? Did your father abandon you? What's the issue, Gabe?
Father never abandoned me. I've learned plenty from my father.
So why are you so adverse in taking male advice, Gabe? Let's talk
I'm not adverse to taking male advice. I'm adverse from taking male advice from inexperienced males who place themselves in I've repeated this, who place themselves in positions of advisory without actually having the experience. Actually, it's so funny because a lot of times people these dudes. Right? Let me finish what I'm. It's not necessarily correct. It is not necessarily correct. One thing about it is that Let me finish saying what I'm gonna say.
Cut it out, Gabe.
No. You cut it out and let me finish saying exactly what I'm gonna say, and then you can rebut. All right. Because you don't want to do pleasantries. You just want to interrupt. My thing is that here, if you shut up, I will get to my point. Okay. So what I'm saying is that even in 2024, especially if you're talking about somewhere in STEM, degrees aren't even necessarily the main route today. There are so many other alternative means and alternative measures to receiving an education, especially in the technical field, that doesn't really even require a degree. There are so many different technical boot camps out there. I even advertise them on my tech channel all of the time. I even just interviewed let me finish. I even interviewed a young lady recently who did not. Be quiet. Let me finish talking. Be quiet. Be quiet. Let me finish talking. Let me finish talking.
Yes, we get the point.
Kev, do we want to go one at a time or you want him to like what we doing?
I would like for one at a time.
Okay,
all right, Gabe.
I'll be quick though. So my thing is that giving advice on something that you've never done, it places you in a position of giving bad advice, because just getting a degree is not necessarily the goal to the pathway to success, especially within tech in 2024. And I'm done.
Okay. All right. We got G Serotonin.
Peace to the guys. How the guys doing?
What up?
I just like to comment on it is I understand where everybody's coming from, man. I appreciate the space has what you would call detractors or contrarians and people that give advice, because that's how you get a clear view of things. I agree with the brother Gabe on some things, and I disagree with him on some things. But yeah, of course, experience is more valuable than inexperience. But I don't know the issue with brothers just giving experience that they think is great to people that they want a better outcome from. I could appreciate a man giving me experience about not getting a degree in the work field that he wish he would have gotten because he could have went further. Now, I don't know about tech per se or exactly, because most of the guys in tech I know don't have a degree. So I don't know. You know what I mean? So,
boom.
But the guys that do have a degree, they go further in the corporate environment. So I think we would have to ask that specific question to be, what's the route that you're trying to take in tech? Like, are you trying to be an owner? Are you trying to be a developer? Are you trying to go work for a tech company? I think all of that stuff matters when we get to talking about that in depth. Because, most people make their money independently anyway. Like, most individuals in that field make their money with their small firms and, doing troubleshooting and freelance work. So I don't know if a degree would be good in every situation, but I have no issue listening to nobody who didn't have a degree tell me to get a degree either. So I guess I'm just going to play both sides.
But it's not
But if
about
that
the degree.
individual,
I know what you're saying though, Gabe. It's not the degree. It's the, like, if you don't have experience in something, of course I will value the person with experience more. But that doesn't mean I wouldn't listen to you because you're not giving good advice. But I also have to know enough to recognize dumb advice when I hear it. So it's a balance to it.
and I think I'm saying from somebody who has gotten the degrees, the certs, have the corporate experience, have the freelance experience, all of that, I'm hearing a lot of this advice, and it's not really good advice.
That's why we need people like you to come in and be like, not necessarily, I'm not saying come in and be like or to do anything specific, but if you have advice to give, just offer the advice. I would say, in your opinion, and let people pick where they're gonna follow, because
Oh yeah, I do that all the time. I have a whole I got a whole tech channel that goes over all types of advice for getting into the field that I'm in.
Yeah,
because I have experience in that field. But so I give advice all the time.
No, most definitely. I think we've been having like these talks for the last couple of years about people stating opinions, and I think as men we just need to respect everybody's opinion. Like there's no need.
That's where I disagree with you at.
Yeah, there's no need to attack nobody because they don't agree with us in one thing, or because we agree with some things. And we have an argument about hot sauce up here. Some people like Louisiana, some like Frank's. We can argue about anything every day, but I think I look for the similarities in far as talking points and ideals more than I look for the disagreements, because I'm going to disagree with somebody on everything. Not every problem, but like I'm going to disagree with you on something because I have my own mind and my own experience. So
but in order to disagree correctly, you got to come with some facts. Like you got to come with some experience. You got to come with something that is backed by more than age. Is my point.
Most definitely, and I feel that too. But we do have to give some deference to age too. Like I give deference to my elders because that's a wise thing to do, to listen to a male or a person. I don't care if it's a man or a woman. If an elder is giving me good advice, they've been on this earth longer than me. They've seen situations good advice. Listen to what I'm saying. I'm not talking about something specific that you are an expert in. I'm just saying something like, if I don't know much about home improvement, and the person that's owned the house or hasn't even owned the house, the person that's just been working on houses give me some advice, I'm not going to discard the advice. I'm going to do my research. I'm going to do my due diligence on whatever anybody tells me, whether it's my father, my mother, my brother. I'm going to do my due diligence because I'm 34 years old and I need to do my due diligence on anything anybody tells me. Because our grandparents lied to us because they didn't know that they were lying. We had people tell us stuff that they didn't know that they were lying about. They just didn't have any information other than what they already had,
Well, G, to like what Gabe was talking about earlier, this is where I partially agree with what he said. I mean, I slightly disagree as well, but like I partially agree with what he said. What he's talking about, like you can't automatically give deference to people that are older than you. Like in general, I would say that like somebody that is older than you, in general, they have more knowledge than you do, in general. But when it comes down to specific fields, is where the problem lies.
No, most definitely. And I think in this arena that we're in, I'm assuming that we all black men in this field. I think there's a big hindrance to us actually listening to other men. Like I feel like we're the only group that have this hindrance of listening to other men's advice.
I don't think it's just a black male thing. I don't listen to nobody who's giving unsolicited and inexperienced advice because they're literally wasting my time. Why are you trying to tell me about something that you've never done? You really don't have too much understanding of, and you watch somebody else do it, and you don't really have those intricacies and those things that can really help me gain an advantage in that area. That's why people get consultants a lot of times.
I totally understand.
Hey fellas, let me get in and get an opening statement.
Go ahead.
How y'all doing tonight? What's going on, G? Long time no hear. RC, what's going on, brother? How are you?
What's up, Quaff? What's up,
Hey,
Quaff?
what's up, man? What's up, Coffee?
Hey, I just got to say this, fellas. You know, I respect elders regardless, but at the same time, you know, but they have to respect me first. You know, I respect my uncles and, you know, my great uncles, even though they may not have had the education, they may speak a certain kind of way. They may not speak articulate like I speak or have the education as I speak. I respect them in that way. But I would not take the advice from them if they don't have the education. It's okay to say you don't know something. Too often, we as black men, we're fighting just to be right. And that's the issue. You know what I'm saying? To our own understanding of things, and it's not right. We're shitting on each other. And the worst thing you could ever run into is a brother who is educated and he shit on the brother that's a tech person or a person that is just a regular working class man. Now, many of the different men come to this space for many different reasons. And the thing is, everybody need help. So my thing is, you got the elites against the just regular brothers, the people that, and low end subscribers, you know, against the ones that had subscribers. You know, it's just all kind of shit that goes on here. You know, and we got to get out of that. You know, now what pisses me off about brothers who have really good channels, you can do whatever you want to do with your channel. But the thing is, when you let these dudes get up here that don't know what the fuck they talking about, that is a problem. That is a problem in this space. You know, they fuck up your show. The mics ain't fixed. They talking too much, and they want to get off what they want to get off for personal gain and personal reasons. You know what I'm saying? You can't stay on topic. That's the problem I have. That's why I only go to certain channels. Now, whatever Gabe, whatever you and Art got going on, I still fucks with Art. But I do agree that the people that he let up on his panels fuck his shows up.
I didn't even say that, but hey, I agree.
You know, that's my bro. I mean, he's cool. You know, he's frat. He not my frat, but you know, he D9, all of that. Educated. I'm educated. I work at a college. You know, all of that. You know, so that's my 2 cents in that.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I see where you're coming from, Quaffy. My thing is just like, as you do, I give deference to my elders. If a man is 50-something years old, I'm not nowhere near that. I'm gonna listen to him no matter what. I'm not gonna like I wouldn't. I'm gonna listen to him. I'm gonna respect.
So let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question, G. Why are you just listening to him? Because
that's it's respect. I respect the hierarchy.
So do you think that it's
he might not have been good as me in my work field, but him being a 50-something-year-old man, to me, this is my own personal opinion. It's important for me to be respectful and show him deference because of his age. That's
it's
how
some
I'm
50-something you know there's some 50-something-year-old crackheads out there.
No, and I respect them too. I respect.
Why? Wait, pause. Wait, come on, shit. You respect a 50-year-old crackhead?
I don't treat them. I respect. Listen, I respect that they're my elder. I might not take their advice on how to manage my life. I might not, but I'm not gonna see them because they 50-something. Like, you fucking crackhead. Da, 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 da. I'm not gonna do that. That's just not in me.
It don't gotta be a disrespect. Like you don't have to disrespect. Come on, man.
Wait, Gabe, but listen, though. In other words, it's more like you respect people because they're human, not because of their level of education. You know, I look at it that way.
See, but it's not even necessarily humanity respect. It's the context is the advice. The context is people giving unsolicited, inexperienced advice. There is there are 50-year-old failures out there. There definitely are 50-year-old failures. So why, just because they're older, means that you listen to them?
That's what I'm saying, Gabe. For me, that they're older, I would just listen. That doesn't mean I have to take their advice.
You wasting your time.
It can't never be. There's no such thing as a waste of time to me. I don't know. I don't think about my time like that. As far as, you know, I'm not one of those guns on time is money ass dudes. I'm not one of them. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just, I want to listen to the old head speak. I'm going to be respectful because he's my elder, and I'm going to go on about my business. Like, it doesn't cost me nothing to be respectful to my elder.
Hello. That's all we've been saying. But, you know, somebody just seems to, not want to care about just normal.
Hey, yo, go out there and get some advice from a 50-year-old crackhead and tell me what you've learned. Tell me if you didn't waste your time.
I've gotten good advice from 50-year-old crackheads. The 50-year-old crackheads I know tell me don't smoke crack.
Stop. Come on.
Hello, basic rules.
I'm dead ass serious.
Yeah, that is kind of impeccable.
I know crackheads who tell you don't smoke crack. Is that bad advice?
Do you need a 50-year-old crackhead? Do you need a 50-year-old crackhead to tell you not to smoke crack?
I mean, regardless of
how valuable was that? Wait, how valuable was that?
Not that they told me don't smoke crack.
No, you don't need that from a 50-year-old crackhead. Is my point.
You don't know what
you can just look at his life.
We don't know what each other needs as far as.
Come on, man.
You may not need that. You know, you may.
I don't think any of us need to know that a 50-year-old to smoke crack is not a good life decision. You don't need a 50-year-old crackhead to tell you that.
So let me ask you a question, Andre. Is crack worse than wine?
No, it's Gabe.
Is crack worse? Oh, Gabe, my fault, Gabe. Is crack worse than wine? Would you listen to a 50-year-old wino? Like,
crack tends to have a lot more addictive.
He don't smoke crack, but he get drunk every day in his little apartment or trailer or house.
Both of them are vices, right? But I think that crack do something different to you. Okay, that crack ain't.
You go criticize.
Do people do crack anymore?
That's what I'm saying. No. 50-year-olds do. 50-year-olds,
bro.
How is that hypocrisy? What you mean? Come on, we really arguing over advice from a 50-year-old
crackhead. Think about it, bro. Just think about it. What you just say a while ago? Well, those are somebody's vices. Well, shit, that crack is a crackhead's vice. Who the fuck is you?
I'm not a 50-year-old crackhead.
Like I said, man, hey, I ain't gonna lie, man. I'm on the street, bro. I done served doctors crack, bro. I done served niggas that you going to the hospital with that's doing surgeries in the operation room and smoking crack right now, bro.
Facts, I can see that too.
I'm sorry to burst your bubble if you think they not.
No, you didn't burst my bubble. It's difference between. I'm not saying that doing crack is good, but a crackhead is very obvious.
Advice from a crackhead.
I would never take advice from a crackhead.
No, we get derailed here talking about crackheads.
So, Gabe, as a whole, you won't take advice to no one who's not morally bound.
Yeah.
That's one of the standards. Yes.
Yeah, he's on that pick and choose high and mighty shit. We understand.
Wait. I'm pick and choose high and mighty because I won't take advice from a crackhead. You must be a crackhead if you think I'm gonna take advice from a crackhead.
No, you just got a pick and choose almighty attitude, bro. That's what I'm saying. No, yeah, I'm not saying what you want. I'm stating broad.
No, the picking and choosing is judgment. Wait, that's judgment.
I'm being broad about it.
A man needs judgment. A man needs to be able to differentiate from right and wrong, what he wants to accept in his life and not. That doesn't mean I'm on some high and mighty stuff. I'm just not about to take advice from a crackhead. Somebody who has...
You have that right, but in the same breath, you walking around like, why are you doing it? Who are you to do it? They have a choice to do or not to do. Ain't nobody here to follow your every whim and need and thought on a process, sir. I'm sorry.
Okay, wait a minute. You said nobody's here to do what again? Say that again. Can't hear you.
We're not here to just sit back and whatever this man thought process is. That's why I just told him earlier. Iron sharpens iron. We can agree to disagree. And I gave him an example. I even performed the example for him and showed him how. Say what I mean when I say shut the fuck up.
Yeah, you know, we do.
No, hold on. Okay. So what this man chooses to do is, okay, we agree to disagree, but why you disagree? And he still want to keep it up. No, that's where, okay, come on, bro. Learn how to part ways when you agree to disagree on a subject. But it can still be in the same room because that's what men do. But no,
he ain't the only one that's doing that. That does that though. He's not the only one that does that. It's a lot of brothers that if you go against your favorite, somebody's favorite content creator, they coming at you with some bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yes, I agree.
You know, so my thing is, y'all got to learn how to start correcting these niggas when they wrong.
Perfect example, Kwafi Nico. Yeah. Have I ever disrespected you, big brother?
Never.
None. It doesn't matter the relationship. relationship we've had talking to each other, our relationships that we built with other people talking, and our opinions of others are no matter what. I'm not going to disrespect you just because I may have been wrong, or you like I wouldn't want to like I was wrong one time, so now you feel like that's a need to disrespect me. Like
Now, if we have a problem, but look though, and if we have a problem, you know how to call me.
Most definitely. That's what I'm saying.
Not accepting someone's advice is not disrespect.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying to you. It's not disrespectful.
No, that's not what you're saying to me.
Yes, I am. I'm saying this. Regardless of what they say, I would just listen and I would discard what I have to discard and keep what I need to keep. I don't have to just sit up there and face like, no, you stupid ass crackhead. Like, come on.
Who's saying that? Who's saying that?
I'm not saying you saying that. I'm saying what I'm saying. What I'm saying is not in no way what you would do or what any other person would do. I'm saying that I believe in respecting our elders because I respect my elders. Because they are older than me. That's the only reason. I don't need another reason for them to be some genius, know it all about every. No, you my elder. You've lived on this earth longer than me, and I will show you deference.
Exactly.
Okay, so let me ask a question, fellas. So this is the problem that a lot of the brothers do have in the space. It's really easy. We just about know who everybody is up here. We've probably seen each other, but the problem is you got the brothers that have made these guys their statues of gods to the point to where these dudes can throw the rock, hide their hand, disappear, get them the wrong information. That's something we got to stop in this space. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody ain't strong enough. You know, and to listen to somebody just because they're older and giving the wrong information, that's a problem. And I used to look up to some of these same brothers, and I've been in space since 2015. That is a problem.
And that's a good point.
The same book. Yeah,
because it kind of begs the question of if you know that there's an elder giving you wrong advice, even though you respect them, do you believe that you can correct them? Do you believe that they will accept correcting if they're wrong?
I have mastered the art of identifying who is. Trust me. And they fuck up, they may find out who I am.
Okay. So what he's saying is fuck around and find out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Indeed.
The way I don't know where you from, bro, but the way I grew up is just certain things you just didn't do. You know, and I'm not rationalizing it or like, you know, making it okay. But when a 50-year-old man start talking, you shut the fuck up and listen. If you 17 years old, what the fuck is you gonna say to a 52-year-old man? If you 22 years old, talking to
wait. So a 50-year-old man can learn nothing from a 17-year-old.
I did
in
not
2024.
say that. What I'm saying is this.
Wait. So why does a 17-year-old have to shut up?
Go ahead.
No, I'm saying so why does a 17-year-old have to shut up just because he's talking to a 50-year-old?
He needs to respect his elders. Yes, I believe he needs to respect his elders. If the old head wrong and you can correct them, you correct the old head. You don't just take the advice, but you don't have to be disrespectful or make him feel like he's inadequate or dismissive. You know, this is your
Nobody's saying disrespect. I say correct.
Oh yeah. I'm with you.
I didn't say you disrespect elders. I say that you shouldn't feel that you need to accept their advice.
No, you don't have to.
Kevin, highlight Shaka's comment. Who is he speaking to?
I don't know.
I think what we're seeing in the space is that there's certain dudes who.
Yeah, Shaka, I did grow up with a lot of crackheads. Nigga, I was born in the 80s. Them motherfuckers was on crack.
Yeah, well,
everybody.
Like I don't give a fuck. There's certain dudes who are just jealous of other dudes' audience. That's all that is.
If you was black born in the 80s, somebody in your family was fucking with crack. I don't give a fuck who you is. Like,
if this is a smoke show and you in the chat giving smoke and not on the panel, you're breaking the rules. Come on a panel, address your smoke. But you come on, why we passive in the chat? But anyway, go ahead.
But no, we know Shaka. We know Shaka.
No, not new. I'm talking about art to new style. He's talking about all these exhibits and all that stuff. I've mentioned Art you by name. It's smoke for you. But it doesn't seem like he wants to accept it.
Well, let
But
me
anyway.
raise my hand up. I don't have no smoke for Art. That's my bro.
Yeah,
I don't have no smoke for him.
I got
don't
it.
got no smoke for nobody.
I have some disagreements on
It's
certain
a
things,
smoke
but
show. Why?
I don't have
What's wrong
no.
with
If I have
smoke?
smoke, I'll call him on the phone.
I
But
don't got
that's
that
what I'm
relationship
saying.
with him.
And this is what I'll say with it though. I'll be honest, like I look at it different because I went to school and got told the wrong information in school. Like
That's
you,
crazy.
like a person
That's a
telling
fact.
you, a person telling you the wrong information doesn't necessarily mean they knew it was wrong. That's why I say you got to do your due diligence on whatever anybody tells you.
And
You have
guess
to do
what,
your
y'all?
due
He's smarter than any of us up here. This nigga got knowledge more than any of us that have degrees. He done read books I've never read.
Who's that?
G. Serotonin.
But
Yeah, indeed.
I'm not familiar, but
yeah, no, but I wouldn't. It's like it's not if I'm not familiar with you. But if you was telling me, brother, I'm in the tech field, this is what I do, this would be your best bet, I would not only listen to you, I would go back and check on what the fuck you just told me. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't just listen to you because you told me you work in the tech field. That's the same thing with the brothers on here. I wouldn't just listen to nobody because they told me something. And if anybody's offended by that, there's nothing I can do about that.
But you will listen to somebody just because they're older than you.
Yes, I will. And I would check on what they said to see if it was true or not. You see what I'm saying? If it was factual or if it was factual.
I think you dropped out.
Every side. It's just dismissing you because I feel
think
like
the reason why Gabe won't listen to no advice is because his father abandoned him at a young age. So he grew up with that resentment
What are you
towards
even
male
talking?
authority and male
My
advice.
father never abandoned me. What are you talking?
Yeah,
See?
man, your father
All right,
abandoned
Kev.
you, bro.
That's the thing. These dudes jump up on panels and they lie and they create scenarios that have never happened. None of that has ever happened. My father has always been in my life. So I don't know what lies. I don't know what lies you are trying to spout. I don't even.
So, Lord, where did you get this
what are you
information
saying?
from?
Where
Where did you get the information from, Lord?
Just observe how he has
There we
adverse
go.
reaction
Nah, bro,
to
we can't
male
do that
advice.
because there's
See,
plenty
that's
of
what I'm
dudes up
saying.
here.
Just up here
Let me
lying.
tell you, when I
It's
first
called
came into the
deductive
space,
reasoning, brother.
let me tell you something, Lord. When I first came into the space, they thought I had 8 baby mamas. I was uneducated by the way I talked. They also thought that I was a bean pie man and a Muslim and pro-black. So we can't generalize or think that people are the things that we think they are because we get mad at them. We go by what we see. We've been around and we see these things on these panels, brother.
Right?
Say it again.
But it's not that we're mad, but are we allowed to use deductive reasoning and come
There
to
is
a
no deductive
sound
reasoning
conclusion?
in assuming somebody's father wasn't in their life because you disagree with what they're saying on the panel.
No,
that's
it's not
idiotic
about a
and it's
disagreement.
stupid.
It's
an echo chamber of bullshit that we hear all the time.
Exactly. People just lying about stuff. Don't even know nothing about my
just how
life.
you have an adverse reaction to male advice. That's it.
That must be. You must be Listen, that must be your life because that's not mine.
Brother, that ain't my
That
life.
must be your life because
My
I don't have
daddy
nothing to
didn't
do.
run. My
See,
daddy
we're
didn't
talking.
run
Listen,
away,
listen.
left me and
We're
went back to
listen.
Africa.
We're talking. My father doesn't live in Africa. My father hasn't lived in Africa since 1975. What are you even talking about? You're just a liar. You're just a liar.
You said it out your own
and that's
mouth,
what
man,
happens,
but
right?
it's okay.
We start to progress in the conversation. We have different sides. We start to discuss, and somebody like this goofy Lord, whatever his name is bringing up some
goofy.
stuff about my personal life that he doesn't even know me.
I didn't need.
You're an absolute goof to assume something about my life when you have no proof and you have no knowledge of who I am. No, ain't no let's back up, boy. We're going to disrespect you now because my father is in my life. Where is your life? Where is your father? Where is your father?
So Gabe, he's trying to say that you are each other too. I guess he's saying that about me too.
We just had our second child. So what are you talking about? My wife loves me, and I love my wife. I don't have anything to prove to you.
Your wife, Gabe, you're goofy.
See, there we go.
You didn't have enough confidence, or Gabe.
We're talking about advice coming from people who are inexperienced, and he's talking about one thing, saying something about my father, and something about my marriage, when he has no visibility into either one of those things. This is a troll. This is a real troll.
Out there.
I never put any information out there. What are you talking about? I thought. What are you talking about? You're lying.
Okay.
So shut up and let me
If I had
continue to
time,
have a
I'd have played
conversation.
that Reggie the Bad Guy recording. Everybody
Shut
would
up
roasting you
and let's
because you're a
continue to have
stalker.
a conversation
Let's
because you're
talk
doing
about it.
nothing
You're a
but lying.
stalker.
How am I? What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
Hey, brother, are you
Crickets.
Jamaican? Are you Jamaican?
Absolute crickets.
Island?
Yeah.
Lord,
Yeah.
you're Jamaican?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Well, Jamaicans sometimes don't like Africans. My father's Nigerian too.
Yeah,
So,
definitely. I definitely don't like
but,
them Africans.
but why? Why? I mean,
Okay.
I'm
They
part
they're the one
Nigerian.
that sold us into
What does that have to
slavery,
do with this
brother. Remember that.
conversation? What is that? So don't bring your personal mess to a conversation that has nothing to do with that.
I ain't gonna lie to you.
Like Coffee.
Okay.
I hate them Africans. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead,
Good for you.
Andre. What?
Yeah, like speaking about that question, I don't agree with what Lord just said because I have no issue with the Africans. Actually, I am Jamaican myself, but from my experience, I've seen it the opposite way, is that the Africans had a problem with us.
Yeah. Right now, yes. If you're born in America, they do that. They tell me all the time, "Oh, you're not one of us." Even though your father's Nigerian, you're not one of us. I was born in America. My father's Nigerian, my mom is part Dominican. So I mean,
No, that's not what I meant.
See, that's the thing.
As a Jamaican.
but I'm just nigga. I'm black.
That's the thing, Coffee. That type of stuff doesn't affect us from a day-to-day basis, right?
No, it
People
don't.
might have those. People might have those differences, but in no way affects you.
Yeah.
No, sir. Mm-mm.
Yeah, I was just saying in reference to what he was just speaking about. I've actually seen the opposite effect, where it was the Africans had a problem with Jamaicans, which I don't know why, but they do for some reason.
He wanted to do that. He better go to Mike TV.
He hate all
I'm
quote
just
unquote
talking about
tethers.
what you just brought up. I'm literally just responding to what you said.
Yeah, I get it. Man, y'all boys got me cracking up here.
Man,
What's going on though, Kev? What's going on with you, man? You haven't said nothing.
Just listen to the conversation,
Well, I had to jump up here on the education.
Well, when you have multiple people on the panel, you have to let everybody have room to speak. And who hasn't spoken in a while? Let me see. Well, Chaos Rain, he just up here.
Peace. I gotta go prep for this guy exam.
Yeah,
Kev,
just go.
see you next Wednesday.
Go. Just go, you liar. Just go.
Shut your African booty scratcher ass up, Gabe.
African booty scratcher. Wow, we're very mature.
Yeah,
what was that?
I'll tell you something. I don't use that word.
African booty scratcher is crazy.
It's
2024. It's 2024. He thought he got that off. He was like, "Let me get this off real quick."
But you know what though? You know what, Gabe? The thing is, they would do that kind of stuff in different spaces. My thing is, they're also anti-black, even with the Black Manosphere, but they would connect themselves to the Black Manosphere.
Yeah.
Same thing with they would go over to Mike TV and troll as well.
Yeah.
But
but
all of them do it. I'm saying like Jamaicans, Africans, everybody.
Yeah.
Well, like speaking of what you just said, Coffee, that's where I disagree with what he was saying when he's talking about like he hates Africans and shit. It doesn't make any sense because of like, I guess it kind of depends on where you are in the Jamaican culture, but the Jamaican culture, like their religion, actually points to Ethiopia, like for like the whole like Rasta shit, like it's like Ethiopia is like their homeland, like that's literally what they're praying to. So it makes no sense to say that like you hate Africans. I don't understand that.
Well, you got to get your brethren there. You got to get your boy. That's your fellow Jamaican.
He got a super chat, y'all. Let him read the super chat.
All right. Yeah, I didn't read Mr. Super Chat from earlier. He said crack is whack. And we got D-Rock Den says the community only listens to women whether whether agreed or not. So if you're not that, they not listening. Okay, well, for both of y'all, here you go. All right. Thanks for your support of the channel. Okay. All right. Continue.
Yeah, I was just saying, like, I don't rock with what he said because, like, for me, that's just like that's definitely anti-black to me because you're saying you hate a whole race of black people. That doesn't make any sense to me.
That's your brother, man. That's your cousin.
Bruh. Like,
He Jamaican too.
Bruh, that like I said earlier, you can never agree with anybody 100%. Like, there's things
That's
that I
true.
agree with certain people, because even you, I believe that was Gabe that was talking. Even you, there's
Yeah.
certain things that you say that I agree with, but there's things that you say that I don't agree with.
Mhm.
Right?
Understood. Yeah, man. I think we have some smoke here, Kev. I think it was some smoke. Smoke today.
Yeah.
What you?
Yeah, we got some smoke today. I was a little bit more than I was expecting. But listen up, guys. I got to get up tomorrow morning, so let's wind this mother sucker down. Anybody can start with the final comments.
I'll start because my phone about to go dead.
Thank you guys. I'll see y'all later, man. Peace to the guys, man.
All right, G. Thank you.
Talk to you later. Yeah, I'm gonna start. I'm gonna start with mine next. Thank you for letting me up, man. I mean, I don't hardly jump on panels, but when there's a subject about education and giving the wrong information, I have to jump on the topic about that. You know, all the rest of the bullshit I don't care about. I think we need to talk more about the tethers and all those. You know, do a stream about the tethers. You know, and people that come into the spaces and as Shaka Nulu just said, you use the phrase anti-black. I still believe you can be black and be anti-black. Look at Candace Owens. Look at Brandon Tatum. All right, with that, I'm out of here. Peace, folks.
All right, Coffee.
All right, man, I'll go next. Yeah, thanks for having me, man. I think it was some smoke today. Yeah, man. I definitely appreciate you having me up. All right, man, I'll be there for the next one. All right, peace out.
All right. Anytime, bro. All right. Andre?
Yeah, I'll go next. The conversation, it went it went a lot of different ways, but I guess it was necessary. I guess. But thanks for having me regardless.
Okay. Definitely. Andre 416, avid supporter of this channel. Always good to have you around. Chaos, got anything?
No, I heard I was surprised that he was calling out Art Gabe for no reason. I don't know why. Gabe's a teacher. I don't know what that's about.
Well, you be Art's a teacher, Gabe's a techie. I mean, there's gonna be major differences of opinion. Between two people that has a tendency to happen when you have several billion folks on the planet. But Gabe, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate the support. And I guess I'll go ahead and give you Mike Tyson for that one.
They have nothing to do with this. They're just innocent people.
All right. But thank you. But Chaos Rain, were you done?
Yep, I'm good.
All right. Yeah. I don't know. We got all this conversation about age and qualifiers in the conversation and everything, which like the theme of this conversation, the theme for my monologue is what exactly am I here for? So it's in the process of having my own life audit, which is in my middle life. I have to look at YouTube also as well, and I do understand that there are a bunch of people that I'm surrounded by that are better than me, and that shows through some of the people. Like sometimes I do feel like an access point. Like they'll start off watching me, and then they'll hear one of these guys talk on this panel, and then they'll go and they'll be a very, 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 very loyal every day, every time watcher, and they'll forget about me. So that does kind of sadden me a little bit. And it makes me second guess myself as to what am I actually doing here, or what my talent is or what my strength is in the conversation or in the space. So you're probably gonna hear me talk like that a lot, in the coming weeks. And it's just, I'm just to that point with it. So I'm just ready at this point to admit certain things and um, just hopefully, I don't lose too many more people at the end of the day. So yeah, so those of you who stick around, thanks for sticking around and thank you very much. I tell you after every show, don't give up, win. Don't give up, win. When you feel sort of a failure, that takes on a different complexion. So I can't say win. I don't know. The only thing I can say is don't give up, and hopefully, hopefully things turn out good. So anyway, and here's to finding what my actual strength is for being in this space we call the Black Manosphere. This Black Manosphere space kind of took something from me. I want it back. I don't think I'm gonna get it back, but until I get it back, then things have to be a certain way from here on out. So peace out, people. I really appreciate you guys. So, all right. Long live the habitual last steppers.